Hi everyone, Sarah Pacaro, Rapid Transformational Therapist, and today I want to share with you the different stages of healing after you've gone through narcissistic abuse once, twice, multiple times, wherever you're at in your stage of healing from having been with a toxic and unhealthy person. I want to describe the different stages, what they are, what you might be feeling at each stage, and what to do, because it sometimes feels like an impossible solution, a never-ending situation, and you get to that place where it really does feel so real that it will never end, and you will always feel this way, sometimes to the point where you don't want to live, and suicide or suicidal ideations become very real and very intense. So understanding the different stages of recovering from narcissistic abuse and where you're at may be really helpful. So the first stage is like this victim stage. This is a stage where a lot of people get stuck, where I myself was stuck for a very long time, and what caused me to relationship jump, because I was looking for a way to get out of this victim stage, and in doing that was looking for something outside of myself to fix that, and thought that it was another relationship, but not having done the work to heal, ended up in another very emotionally abusive relationship, which made everything even worse. So in this first stage to healing, this victim stage, these are some common things that you may feel. You may feel angry at yourself for not knowing. How could I be so stupid? How could I not see this? You feel angry at yourself for the lost time in the relationship. And I see this all the time. You feel like I wasted X number of years, and because of that wasted time, you're very angry. You're angry at that person you were in the relationship with, but you're very angry. You turn that anger towards yourself as well. You have this fear. What am I going to do now? And oftentimes this fear is financial. That's very much what it was for me, getting out of a marriage and then out of the second relationship, was this financial fear. And now having a child, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because simple numbers, you don't make enough money financially to leave or to get out of the relationship or to make it on your own, so you stay with this emotionally, spiritually, mentally abusive person. So there's fear of the unknown, there's fear of the future. What is it going to be like? Is this person going to just move on and go to the new supply and like leave me here? Am I ever going to find someone ever again? You feel abandoned, you feel lonely, you feel confusion, rejection. I mean, again, more anger. You kind of feel in denial about what actually happened, and you play it off, maybe it wasn't really that bad, and you start maybe talking to family or friends about things, or hiding things from them because it really was that bad and you know it, but you don't want to feel that because you feel horrifically hurt and betrayed. You feel victimized by friends and family. You feel that they don't understand. So in this first stage, in this victim stage, with all those feelings, what you need to really learn is this person that you were with a narcissist? And I don't mean drag them by the hand and go take them to a psychologist and get them diagnosed. That's not going to happen. But to know and learn about narcissism, the traits, and what you're going through, learn about the danger and power of gaslighting and all of the different terms that we talk about when you've been with a toxic and unhealthy person, like the silent treatment, the stonewalling, the gaslighting, the word salad, like all of these things. When you learn about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, things start to make sense for you, and it kind of pulls you out of this victim stage where you discover things that you never knew about this perpetrator, but you start to put it together, and it makes you feel like that you are not alone. So the perfect place to start when you're in this stage one, this victim stage, is to learn about narcissistic abuse, the traits, the qualities, the impact that it has on the victims, and learn that you're not alone. Find a community. That's very important. Get to figure out how to get away from this abusive relationship, because it's so hard in stage one. But the best thing that you can do is go no contact. But if you parent with this person, you can't go no contact. So then what? Still go as much no contact as you can, but really educate yourself on what this toxic, unhealthy person is going to do when the relationship is over, because it's not like a normal relationship ending and they just move on and you kind of feel heartbroken for a while, and they're not normal, like, in a couple months, hey, I thought about you, how are you doing? No, it's very, very different. So, learning about the relationship, the qualities of a narcissist yourself, really educating yourself, is the first step if you're in stage 1, the victim stage. So then you know all about narcissism, you got it, you know you want to get out, or you've gotten out. Then you move to stage 2. This is this survivor stage. So what you might be feeling in the survivor stage is you're still kind of angry. You're not ready to forgive them, but know that forgiveness does not make that what that person did to you okay. It's for you. It's for you to let go and hold on to these feelings that are keeping you from moving forward in your life. But you may feel you're not ready to forgive, because sometimes forgiving feels like you're forgetting, and that's absolutely not what you should ever do, because then obviously you can get into another relationship if you forget and then you stop looking for seeing those red flags that are there. But you might feel in this survivor stage, the second stage, the struggle to rebuild your life. Where do I start? Maybe you get into counseling or therapy. You're ready to get back to your old self. I hear this all the time. I was so good before I met them. I just want to get back to me. I don't even know who I am anymore. But you feel in the second stage, I'm ready for that. I'm ready to get myself back. I'm ready to discover who I am now. But you'll notice there's still some issues present. One of the most present issues in this second stage is trust. How do I trust other people now? How do I trust myself? Like, how do I know, like, I want to move on? You're starting, to relearn how to care about and for yourself without feeling selfish, because most likely you've done a lot of putting others before you. So learning to care for yourself, reevaluating friendships, you're kind of looking through this different lens now. Like, I feel like everyone's a narcissist now. So you still have anger, but it's less. You feel less triggered by overall events, but you're starting to feel more hopeful in the second stage. You do still get triggered, and oftentimes you get triggered, it's based on depression. You're feeling and depression is this future thing, like you're thinking about the future and shooting all over yourself, like, I should be here right now, I shouldn't be here right now, and you're creating this story, and the story that you create really makes you depressed. So in the second stage, the survivor stage, you're learning self-soothing techniques, you're uncovering childhood trauma, big one, all these things that made you a victim. You're rebuilding your financial strength, your confidence, your self-worth, and at this stage you're hyper aware. You're hyper aware of these red flags, and you may feel like you see narcissists everywhere. Everyone's a narcissist. So in the second stage, the survivor stage, what you need to learn, this is the stage that if you're in, the work that I do with clients makes a tremendous impact. This second stage, what you need to learn is boundaries. You need to learn to set limits. You need to work on taking your life back, but you may feel like, I don't even know where to start. How do I do this? You need to get back out there with your friends, with your family, create new relationships, stop isolating yourself. That's a big thing that you do when you're in the first stage, the victim stage. You isolate yourself. Don't stop sharing. Talk about your story. Share what you went through, the impact that it had on you. Obviously, mindfulness, gratitude, vulnerability. That's a really big one, because that's one that has just been crushed. But really connecting with yourself. And if you're unable to really forgive, and you feel like it's holding you in stage 1, that's really important to be able to move forward. Not forget, but forgive, and there's a big difference. And then you'll notice when you have overcome that, and that stage 2 is a big stage. It's not like, oh, boom, through stage 2. It takes a lot of work in stage 2. So stage 3, you'll notice you go to this like survivor stage. You may still angry and resentful towards the narcissist or towards the person who treated you the way that they did. You may at times still feel overburdened with thoughts or emotions or unresolved things about the past. You may still have weird or just dreams that are like, what happened, or nightmares about things. You may still feel embarrassed or ashamed. Like you look at this person now and you're like, what the hell? What was I ever thinking? So maybe you still have these unresolved feelings about having been victimized by the abuser or the narcissist. You may feel at times unable to concentrate on certain things like work or caring for your kids, or you may still have these moments where you feel like an imposter, like I am doing so much work but I still feel like I'm not where I should be in life while you're rebuilding your life. It's like you lived in this home and it just got bulldozed down. You got to give yourself grace. You are rebuilding your home from the foundation. It's not like, oh, I want a new pretty light in there. No, like your home got bulldozed down and you're having to rebuild it from the foundation all the way back up so that you can have this decorative, beautiful home again, and that home is your life. So you may still have moments of feeling like there's no way that you'll be able to move on. A big one is the fear of judgment. So you may notice that you still have these feelings that you're being judged by other people from the decisions that you made about your life, how you handled it, where your life is at now, and you still may have this yearning for freedom or to fully express yourself, pursue your dreams passionately. What you need to learn in this third stage is the ability to refocus. To kind of test the waters, put your foot in the water of vulnerability and trusting again. You will, already have beginning the stages to regain your self-confidence, but this is a stage where it takes it to the next level, where you can practice that vulnerability and sharing authentically and really connecting with people and rebuilding healthy relationships and practicing your mindfulness without like feeling again that you need to retreat and isolate. I sometimes describe it as like it feels like a turtle who feels protected in its shell, and as you're going through these stages to healing, you kind of like poke your head out. Is it safe? Is it safe to come out there? Because when you have been in a relationship with a narcissist, you stuck your head out and it's like the neck got chopped off. So you feel like you want to retreat and hide back in that shell again. So you feel in this third stage where you're reclaiming your self-worth, your confidence to be you, to move you forward and experience self-love so that you can love someone else, so that you're not alone, so that fear of being alone diminishes. But you can only love another person to the degree that you love yourself. So really when you're in stage 2 and you're in that survivor stage, that is the most impactful stage and the most important. So you got to get out of the stage 1, the victim stage, and move to survivor stage. And that's where hopefully these stages make sense depending on where you're at in your journey. Stage 2 is where rapid transformational therapy, inner child healing work that I specifically do with people that I work with really comes into play so that you don't feel stuck in that stage forever. Obviously, you want to move to stage 3. You want to move to surviving and thriving in your life again. And certainly get out of stage 1 as fast as you can with knowing what's going on, educating yourself about narcissism, and then go to stage 2. So when you're in the survivor stage, you're not in there for years and years and years. Obviously, that'll keep you back from going to stage 3, which is where you want to be. So hopefully these stages make sense to you. I didn't know anything about them when I was experiencing what I did with the last narcissist in my life, and I wish I had it. It made a lot of sense, and especially the work that you do, the inner healing work that you do, especially with rapid transformational therapy, to rewire, reprogram the subconscious thoughts that are keeping you stuck in stage 1. So thank you guys. I hope these 3 stages of narcissistic abuse and healing from it make sense for you or someone that you know or love. And please like, love, share, and comment, and have an amazing day. Thank you guys.